Hello and welcome. Now, previous video, we've created very simple Hello World Forge app. But now it's time to talk where to test our app, how to implement our development cycle, and how to check that our apps works properly without affecting our production instance. First of all, how you can test your Forge app, new app which you are currently creating. Of course, you can, for example, install it directly into your production, which is not a good idea because your users could realize that there are some unfinished app already appeared. They are able to start using it, which is not what you expect. And your app could break some data inside your production instance, which is also not good. If you are using Cloud Enterprise license, you can also have a sandbox environment with some production-like data, which again could gives a lot of permissions to your application and could access the real data, which the more or like real data, which could be too much for your not ready app. So where to test the app? The best option for this is to create your own cloud instance, which you will use for development purposes only. To create such an instance, you just need to follow the guide from Atlassian, which explains that you are able to have your own cloud development environment with Jira, Confluence, Jira software and work management, Jira service management, absolutely for free, but with some limitations. To create it, we need to go to this link. We will see this beautiful page, which explains that this is a place where you can create your own development instance with some limitations. So you will be able to use like a real one Jira, like a real Confluence, where some features will not be available for you. And of course, it's not ready to be a production instance for anyone because you cannot manage permissions, you cannot add a lot of new users, and so on and so forth. Let's try to use this one. Let's try to create it. We need to put our email here. And it will try to authenticate us and then ask the site name, the prefix for your website, which you will be able to use to install the Forge app, to open it, to use Jira, and so on. So it's something that will be before Atlassian.net. Let's put something meaningful. Something like this. Okay, it's free. I can use it. Let's continue. And now we need to wait a few minutes while the applications will be created and ready for usage. When it will be done, we will log in to this website, to this Jira and Confluence, try to install our Forge app, and check the limitations. So creation process is finished, and the very first page, which we can see, it's our new Confluence with the URL, with the instance name, which we chosen. It's asking us what we're going to do. Let's create some sample space, sample project. We will not invite anyone. It's fine for now. Let's switch to Jira. Okay, it's also ready to go. Do we have any projects on it already? No, no projects. So we can create very first project. For test purposes, let's create some software project. Let's choose Scrum, for example. And you can create the team managed project or company managed project. Let's create one of them. Just call it test. Okay. Are we going to connect our Confluence instance to it? Not right now. Thank you. Okay, looks like that's it. We have our very first project, and it's time to install our Forge app to it to keep on working on it, improve it, test it, and so on. I'm switching to the hello world which we've created in the previous video, and here I could repeat the step which we already did. It's a Forge install, where we can choose the Jira instance, where we're going to install this app. It's our new cloud development instance. This one. Set the name here and confirm that we agree to provide all the necessary permissions to the app. Okay, it will take a few seconds. And when it's done, we can also have a look at our apps in Manage Apps section. And see our Jira panel here. How to check that it works fine? Let's go to our project, create a new issue, whatever name. Let's open it and check that our panel appeared here. Yeah, our panel available, it's loading, it will show us some labels if we have some in the current issue. We don't have any, so it just shows us empty text that issue labels will be here someday. So works good. It means that we currently have our own instance with full admin permissions. And this cloud instance includes Jira, Confluence, Jira Work Management, Jira Service Management with all the necessary permissions. So you are admin of this instance, it's an empty one, new one, and you're able to test your app, extend some parts of Jira, change the configuration, but keep in mind that this dev instance very limited. Means you are not able to manage permissions and do some other major stuff. But for the most of the cases, to test your app, to extend Jira UI with panels, context menu, pages, it's more than enough. You can also test workflow, post functions, validators, conditions, and many, many more. As always, all the links to the page which explains how to make your own cloud development instance will be in the description to this video. Thank you for watching.